Hello and welcome to today's cryptocurrency news update. We will be covering the upcoming Ethereum merge, the release of the Mt. Gox Bitcoin to the creditors, and also the strange case of Coinbase accidentally giving an Australian woman $10 million. My name's Nat and you're watching the Imperial Wealth YouTube channel. So now let's have a look at what happened this week in crypto. Okay, so it is Friday, the 2nd of September 2022, and Bitcoin is currently trading at around 20,000 US dollars. Ethereum is trading at 1,591 US dollars, and we can expect some volatility coming into the market over the next few weeks, with a few big events like the release of the Mt. Gox Bitcoin and also the Ethereum merge coming up. Okay, firstly, let's have a look at the Mt. Gox situation. And according to this article on CoinMarketCap, they've posed the question, will the release of $3 billion worth of Bitcoin from Mt. Gox cause the market to bottom in August? So this is obviously a little bit out of touch because we're in September now, and the new date for this is looking to be in the middle of September. A little bit of a background, the Mt. Gox exchange hack is probably one of the most famous in Bitcoin's history. It happened in 2011, so that's currently about 11 years ago. And it's saying here that 137,000 BTC, which is roughly 2.8 billion US dollars at today's value, will be released onto the market. And that is going to the creditors who lost money in the hack. Mt. Gox reported that it had found 200,000 BTC, but those coins have been locked in litigation until now. In November of 2021, Mt. Gox released a formal rehabilitation plan to return lost funds to investors who lost access to their crypto some 7 years ago. Then on July 6, 2022, the Mt. Gox Rehabilitation Trustee sent an email to the creditors giving them the option to receive US dollars, Bitcoin or BCH. The news brings us closer than ever to the funds being released to creditors, which could be as early as August. So obviously that hasn't happened yet. But around about that time, the people who were buying the Bitcoin, the price of Bitcoin was about $400. So at today's prices, those people who bought Bitcoin at 400 US dollars are still roughly 50x on their investment. This is why it's causing concerns that a lot of these people are going to dump Bitcoin onto the market when they receive the funds. So we'll see. Looks like there's fun times ahead in the markets. Might be time for a good buying opportunity. The other big thing in crypto news it's been over the last few months, but it's getting a lot closer, is the merge of Ethereum. Soon the current Ethereum mainnet will merge with the Beacon Chain proof of stake system. So that is the main thing, that Ethereum will be switching from a proof of work as a mineable coin to a proof of stake system. The merge will mark the end of the proof of work for Ethereum and the full transition to proof of stake. This also sets the stage for future scaling upgrades, including sharding. And if you're interested in knowing a little bit more what sharding actually is, there's a great article on Vitalik Buterin's own website. This is his personal blog where he explains it in great depth. And it's actually not that hard to follow. Some sections are, but if you're not technically minded, it's still not too bad of a read. Now, one of the questions that I have was, what do I need to do? And on ethereum.org, they answered this. It says that as a holder of Ethereum or any tokens, ERC20 tokens, you do not need to do anything to protect your funds entering the merge. You don't have to worry about any of the tokens in your wallets, any in your offline wallets, or even in your hot wallets such as the MetaMask. And they want to make this very clear. It says this bears repeating. As a user or holder of ETH or any other digital asset on Ethereum, as well as node operating stakers, you do not need to do anything with your funds or wallet before the merge. Despite swapping out proof of work, the entire history of Ethereum since Genesis remains intact and unaltered after the transition to proof of stake. Any funds held in your wallet before the merge will still be accessible after the merge. No action is required to upgrade on your part. As we approach the merge of the Ethereum mainnet, you should be on high alert for scams trying to take advantage of users during this transition. Do not send your ETH anywhere in an attempt to upgrade to ETH 2.0. There is no ETH 2 token. There is nothing more you need to do for your funds to remain safe. So that's some very important news, and I hope that that clears a few questions up for people wondering what the ETH merge is. And apparently it was scheduled for September 19th, but it's more in block time rather than actual clock time. It's looking like they may be bringing that forward to September the 15th. But regardless of the exact date, we know it is coming up very soon, most likely in the next 2 or 3 weeks. And now on a bit more of a light-hearted note, well, not so much for this poor woman, the cryptocurrency company Crypto.com accidentally transferred around $10 million to an Australian woman and didn't notice for several months. We probably all dream of something like this happening to us, but it looks like it's turned out to be a curse rather than a blessing. Cryptocurrency trading platform Crypto.com accidentally transferred $10.5 million to an Australian woman when processing a $100 refund. Whoops. And failed to notice the error for several months. The company, which paid Hollywood star Matt Damon to feature in a Super Bowl commercial with the slogan "Fortune favors the brave," discovered it had accidentally transferred the fortune to a Melbourne woman. I am not going to attempt to pronounce her name. In December of 2021, 7 months after the error was made. Crypto.com, which operates as Forest GFS in Australia, had paid out $10.5 million instead of a $100 refund after an account number was accidentally entered into the payment amount field. The company launched legal action in the Victorian Supreme Court this year, and in February was granted a freeze on her Commonwealth bank account, but most of the money had been transferred to other accounts, which were later frozen. The court heard that $1.35 million of the money had been used to buy a 4-bedroom home in Craigieburn in Melbourne's north in February, and the ownership of the property was then transferred into the name of the lady's sister, who lives in Malaysia. Attempts to serve freezing orders were unsuccessful, and she never responded to emails from the solicitors. The only communication provided to the court was an email reply to her solicitors saying, "Received, thank you." The solicitors informed Crypto.com that she was seeking legal advice. As a result, a default judgment was awarded to Crypto.com to force her to sell her property as soon as possible, with the money to go to Crypto.com as well as interest in the amount of $27,000 and costs. Crypto.com declined to comment on the case while it was before the court. Crypto.com said it was sacking 260 of its employees due to the cryptocurrency market downturn, but the company had apparently quietly laid off many more and not told the other staff. The downturn in the cryptocurrency market came just months after the AFL announced a 5-year partnership with Crypto.com to become the official cryptocurrency exchange and trading platform for the AFL and AFLW. Crypto.com said in May that it remained fully committed to the deal. So there we go. That is the crypto news roundup for this week. I hope you've all had a great week. Make sure, if you haven't checked it out already, the latest weekly podcast from Imperial Wealth is also up on the YouTube channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.